She's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 love.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is our review for Love and Hip Hop Miami. I almost forgot. Love and Hip Hop Miami. This is season 1, episode 9. And surprisingly, next week is the season finale. Now, how the hell did Love and Hip Hop Miami only get 10 episodes, but Love and Hip Hop New York went on for like 36 episodes? I mean, I am so happy that today was the season finale of Love and Hip Hop New York, but I did not expect for Love and Hip Hop Miami to only have 10 episodes. I thought it would be like at least 12. Honestly, I did. So, but I guess if they do 10 regular episodes and maybe a 2-part reunion, you know, that would take it up to 18. I mean, no, that'll take it up to 12. So, you know, it is what it is. Oh, people kept asking what color my lipstick was yesterday. So, in every video, I would say what it is to avoid having to answer like 30 questions of what kind of lipstick that is. This is Kat Von D. And the color is Damned. So, yeah. Oh, and my whole camera just moved. You see what happened when I try to knock stuff around and put stuff where it's supposed to be? Anywho, you know, this particular episode to me, it was entertaining. I'll say that. You know, it really was entertaining. It was a whole bunch of craziness and fuckery and bullshits and just petty issues and accusations of things that kind of didn't make no sense at one point in time. But, you know, we're going to get to that. We see, I just drank a whole bunch of water, so y'all know how I be when I drink water. We see Baby Blue and Scrappy in the gym working out together. Now, for me, it's weird because I'm looking like, well, when the hell did Scrappy and Blue become cool? I was completely confused, you know, but Blue said how they know each other from back in the day and they kind of just reconnect and stay friends. I'm looking like, if you say it out, you know, okay. But we know it's because they're on the same show. We're not going to act like it's anything but that. But the thing I wonder is, you know, Pretty Ricky isn't, they're not like in the opening credits like Shay is, but Pleasure isn't. Neither was Blue. You know, Spectacular never was. And then the crazy one, what's his name? Splish Splash? What's that boy name? Slickum. You know, Slickum, we only seen him in episode 1 and he been drunk somewhere to himself ever since. So, you know, he gone or whatever. So my guess is Pretty Ricky is going to consist of Baby Blue and P being on next season 2. I don't think the other two are going to be trying to do it or whatever. But, you know, in the gym, clearly Blue did not come to work out. And I only say that because one, how he was dressed, and 2, he wasn't sweating. And when you work out, you know, I work out too. Yes, a big girl does work out. You sweat a lot. And he wasn't sweating, and he was in a full-fledged outfit and a goddamn skull cap. So I'm like, okay, he wasn't working out. Like, he just got there. And then he had on like he just wasn't dressed to work out. You know, Scrappy was, but it was, you know, whatever. It was weird because Blue bring up, you know, how him and Shay working together and how, you know, he met Shay because Shay was dating Pleasure P. You know, Scrappy acting like he didn't know about it. I guess it was because Shay didn't tell him. But I'm like, but why do you care? You know, and then he basically just invites Scrappy to Shay's boot camp. So, you know, we working together. I'm helping her bring her stuff. So just, if y'all friends, come on down to her video shoot thing. And I'm like, that wasn't smart. That wasn't smart at all. We then see Trick on this podcast that I'm not really believing he do on a regular basis, but I'm not from Miami, so I don't know. I just can't see Trick doing a podcast. I can't. You know, I just can't do it. And he has Bobby Light as his guest. And Tip Drill is also there. And, you know, he's basically debuting his little song or whatever. And Trick believes in Bobby, which that's a great thing. And I'm like, but is Trick being shady? Because he called Trina a whore last time. So is he trying to bring around who Trina don't like, considering the fact that Trina keep bringing Joy around who he don't want to be around? I'm like, is that what's going on here? I feel like my camera is off a little bit. And I don't know. So, you know, they previewed the song. I mean, the song was okay. The little part that they showed, you know, wasn't too crappy. And then from there, we see, you know, Trick leaves or whatever. He do say that he liked the song. I was very surprised he said that, but you know, it is what it is. And he leave, and then his co-host, who's I guess a gossip person, starts asking Bobby questions, and then she brings up, you know, if his cousin Trina has helped him, or you know, helped him or mentored him or whatever. Of course, he says no. You know, she ain't trying to help me or nothing. You know, she don't support me at all. She does not. She wants to be the only star in the family, and you know that's what it is. But then Tip speaks up and says, well, maybe she just don't know if you're worth supporting. You know, in that aspect. And I was like, bitch, what she just say? Spill them teas, boo boo. And then he looking like, well, what the fuck is she talking about? And then she was like, you know, in her confession, she says, you know, I know Trina's helped me, and I feel like I don't want to get involved in this bullshit because he holding on to some petty ass grudge with his cousin. And she says maybe she has never been around you to see you really do your thing, and she does not know what you can actually do because you don't show her anything. And Bobby like, you know, well, how you up here supporting Trina? Basically saying, you know, you always team Trina. And this is supposed to them on a little podcast thing. Well, who knows? And he said, you know, one day Trina gonna see me. I'm gonna be popular. I'm gonna be popping. I'm gonna be famous or whatever. And at that point, it's gonna be too late. And I'm like, but too late for what? I mean, because at this point, she's already Trina. You know what I'm saying? And even if you become famous as her, more famous than her, you being famous won't affect who she is and what she's already done. Like, y'all still two different people. And then, you know, off camera, off the podcast or whatever, him and what's the girl name? Tip start talking or whatever, and he kind of trying to check her, saying like, how you up here defending Trina? And when I say Tip Drill, Miami Tip Drill, whatever her name is, the whole she went off, baby. She was crying a little bit. She was all emotional, saying, you know what I'm saying? She's like, you know, Trina has helped me tremendously. She lets me open up for her. You know, I have to spend my own money to fly to where she is, but when I get there, she gives me exposure by letting me open up her shows. You know, no one takes me serious because I'm a stripper. I have to support, you know, me, my child, and my mama. She then says, I even support you because you don't pay for no studio time. She's like, I go and I dance and I pay for my own studio time, and you come in and I let you use my studio time. I'm looking like, so basically you up here complaining about her when she's the one helping you do your own goddamn dream. When she said, you don't pay for no studio time, I pay for studio time. I be up in these clubs, tripping, taking care of me and my child and you, making sure that I'm looking like, bitch, girl. Okay. You know, and she basically lets them know, like, you tiptoe in and out of the music scene where I'm trying to do this for real. She said how, you know, she always wanted to stop being a stripper by the time her son was old enough to know what stripping was. Like, she didn't want him to be ashamed of his mom. And then she just kind of told him, you know, you not really taking this as serious as you want to, and you keep wanting Trina's support, but bitch, I'm paying for your goddamn studio time. I would have been pissed off too. Like, hush it up, bruh. If that's the case, have her pay for your studio time. Don't sit here and act like I have to, you know, be your support system and allow you to dog the person who's helping me support my dream. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, even though she's not supporting you, maybe it's because she don't see you going as hard as you need to do on your own. And that is true. A lot of people want people to give them handouts and be like, well, you know, if you're famous, just, you know, pull me up by my bootstraps. Like, I don't have to do nothing. Just take me with you. And that can be a reason Trina ain't really trying to fuck with him. And then he pulls the gay rapper card, you know, saying how hard it is for him. I'm sorry, y'all, because he's a gay rapper. And I get that, but it's just something about Bobby that I don't think I can take him serious. I don't know if it's because he's always fussing and ranting and fighting or whatever. I don't know if I don't really like his music. I don't know if it's because I feel like he only want to be famous because Trina famous. You know what I'm saying? It's like if your cousin a doctor, I want to be a doctor too. If your cousin drug dealer, I want to be a drug dealer too. Your cousin's a rapper, I want to be a rapper too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, does he only want to be famous because she's famous? Like, does he really want it? You know, and I think maybe that's the reason why, you know, I don't know. Trina and Joy had a whole class. I've told y'all before anyway, I don't think Trina has a storyline, and so sometimes it aggravates me when her storyline is tied to all these other people. So her and Joy basically talking about that fake ass double date that they went on, and you know, Trina saying how her and old boy is just friends, and you know they not a couple or whatever. And then even Joy saying how her and Pleasure P just friends. So y'all went on the goddamn just friends date. It wasn't even a goddamn date. Y'all probably went Dutch, but you know who cares? That means nobody dick got sucked, nobody coochie got ate, nobody had sex. Just 4 friends went out for no goddamn reason. Y'all probably didn't eat no damn food. So Joy was talking about how, you know, the invitation to Bobby's listening party was sent to her and addressed to her and Trina. He ain't got Trina's address. He had to send Trina's invite to Joy. Okay. And Trina basically saying how, you know, she kind of not with even going. She brings up how Joy's her cousin, yes, and Bobby's her cousin, yes. But they're cousins from 2 different sides of her family. And when she said that, I completely got it. Everybody know that sometimes you have cousins from different sides of your family. Cousins, aunts, uncles, or whatever, from two different sides of your family. And sometimes, you know, cousins from one side, you don't really fuck with. Like, you know them and they cool or whatever. You know, hey, cousin, you know, hey. But, like, just to be hanging out on a regular basis, because you just don't do it, because sometimes they can be anything that you're not into. They can just be, you know, always into some kind of trouble, and you ain't, you know, trying to do that or whatever. And you have them other cousins who it's more your speed, and y'all can hang out and laugh and talk, and you don't care about it. So when she said, you know, they from 2 different sides of my family, I completely got it. Meaning Bobby is too goddamn extra, and I can't fuck with him. He my cousin and all, but he on that crazy side of my family. I completely got it. So what did she say? But yeah, when she said when she heard that he was, you know, was having this little single release party, she's like, well, I guess I can come and support them, because I guess he is now taking his stuff serious because he has a single coming out. Well, girl, you know, you like it, I love it. It is what it is. I think this episode, now I think about it, this episode was dumb. Simply because the whole Michelle Pooch thing, where now she wants to be a goddamn artist, and she's having like a little listening party at a club, and it was about, you know, like 15, 20 people there, and that is how many people you usually have like a listening party. It's never like a whole bunch of people or whatever. When you have a listening party for like a song or like even an EP or album, you invite no more than like 20, 30 people. And it's typically your closest friends and maybe 1 or 2 or 3, 4 people from the industry or something like that. Like my best friend Karla had her EP listening party. She invited people over who she wanted their honest opinion, you know what I'm saying, to hear it. So I think it was maybe like 12 was there. We did it. So you had people there just to give you feedback on it, you know, and like that or whatever. So Michelle previewed this song, which was fully auto-tune. Like, it wasn't even a goddamn song. It was basically just her talking in auto-tune. And as she doing it, Prince is outside, and I'm like, what the fuck is Prince doing there? And he like, yeah, this is gonna be fun, it's gonna be hilarious. So inside the party, Malik is also there. So Michelle's song start playing fully in auto-tune, and then next thing you know, you see look you see, like, it was a man dressed as a transformer, if you ask me. He was dressed up in like a transformer type outfit. It was lighting up. I didn't understand it. He was playing some drums. It was some like African music. It was like African music, drums. The man dressed like a RoboCop that lit up. It was a couple of like Vogue gay dancers. I thought at one point there were some African dancers. It was just a lot going on. You see Michelle freaking out. You see it was so stupid. You see Prince in the back laughing. You see Malik freaking out. It was just really, really funny. In my personal opinion, I did think it was funny. I don't know if it was just funny. And I think it was funny because the way she was freaking out, like, what is supposed to go? What's going on? What's going on? And then she took the drumsticks from the guy playing the drums in the goddamn transformer uniform, and he pulled some more drumsticks out of his back pocket and keep playing. And I was like, this is so stupid. It was so dumb. And, you know, from there, she sees Prince. And she's like, oh my God, this has to be him. And he like, I'm just here. I don't know what you're talking about. That ain't me. I didn't do that. So from there, Malik gets offended. Malik is now offended, saying he feels like Prince brought gay people to the bar to dance around to taunt him. And I thought to myself, Malik, how the fuck did this get about you? That wasn't your party. It was Michelle's party. So clearly anything that somebody playing ain't had nothing to do with you. And so he was upset. He was upset, basically, saying like, "Oh, because you got these gay dancers, these gays and faggots." And I don't get, I don't get the whole people using that word, but you know, and I'm like, but how are you getting upset? You're gay, like you're openly gay now. So to say, this ain't how I party, this ain't what I do. You got these gays and faggots around here. You know what I'm saying? Prince like, bruh, I didn't even know you were here. What are you talking about? You're like, I came out to you and I told you something personal and this what you do. And Prince looking around like, what the fuck? This ain't about you. And it wasn't about him. I think he just hired different dancers to come and embarrass Michelle. I think that's strictly why it had nothing to do with Malik. But he was literally pissed off as if it was all about him. And, you know, Prince had to then apologize to the dancers because of the negative comments from Malik, who's gay. And he said, you know, I'm sorry about that. You know, don't let anyone break your spirit, you know, because he's gay too. So I don't know where that came from. And then Malik like, you know, you should have ended that as soon as you saw me. Ended what? Like, you think because you came out as gay that no one can have any gay dancers come and dance around if you there? I mean, it was very hypocritical. It was very, because I'm like, I just didn't get it. I was like, you acting real dumb right now. Like, you acting a plum D fool. And he was literally getting upset like he wanted to fist fight somebody. I'm looking like, why are you acting like that? And, you know, and just speaking on other gay people as a negative, and you got a whole boyfriend. Girl, bye. I just can't take it. You know, I can't take it serious. Shay and Scrappy. You know, Shay having her lamb boot camp thing, and Michelle is there, Blue was there, and Scrappy just ended up coming. And when Scrappy get there, Shay's so pissed that he's there because she feel like he's not loyal and he, you know, isn't a good friend. And because he's working with, you know, Chinese thing 1 and 2, that he can't be her friend or whatever. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Shay and her antics gets on my goddamn nerves. She consistently yelling and fussing and fighting with somebody for no goddamn reason. She's consistently telling people how they need to be loyal to her. Girl, you are a prop. Okay, you are a prop each season in different cities, and people use you for a storyline, and you use them for a storyline. But I think at the end of the day, you never gonna come out on top because you keep fucking with the same people. Scrappy and Pleasure P. I don't know why you even attempted to be his friend again in the first goddamn place. And now you up here ranting and raving in his face. And he looking at her like, who the fuck is she talking to? Like, who the fuck is yelling? Because, I mean, she was hype. And his face like, what is you doing here? You ain't loyal. You ain't loyal. Fuck you. Get out. We ain't for all this extra bullshit. And it was kind of like she was being hostile for no real reason. And it's solely because he's still talking to the Chinese Nikki girls. Which I was Nikki and Kitty. I don't know. Kitty Nick. I don't. Kitty litter. Look, you know what I mean. Scrap, like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I ain't got time for that. You tripping. I don't care. And he leaves. And Blue like, man, Shay, you was wrong as hell. That's the same way that you treated me when we was, you know, when we first met. He like, look, when you at an event, your own event at that, you can't be acting all wild and, you know, wilding out. He like, look, you need to go apologize to Scrap and just say, you know, hey, you didn't mean to flip out or whatever. She do go out there and she apologized and just say, you know, it is what it is. But then she asked him if he gonna still work with the Chinese girls. And I don't get why that's her main concern, because who he work with don't make no money in your pockets be lesser or more. It doesn't. Who he work with don't pay not damn bill that you have. So my thing is, you have no other storyline. So you already ain't fucking with P. You really should have at least kept Scrap around for a goddamn storyline, because you have nothing else going for yourself. Unless you're gonna start fucking Baby Blue. Okay, you know this. And then when Scrap walked in, she gonna say, look at this fat ass, he got titties. But you like that fat ass and you like his titties. I'm pretty sure that you done flicked his dimples before. Girl, I'm like, he was fat before. Scrap is the same size now that he was when Shay was messing with him. So I'm looking like, I just don't like when someone be like, look at that fat ass person over there. But they was fat before. Bitch, what? You know, whatever. So, but she did, when she walked away at the end, they hugged and, you know, it was cool or whatever. She did say, I'm happy you cut them damn, did she call them doggy dreads? Something on his damn hair. Them damn snakes on his damn head. He cut his hair. He do look cuter with all that hair on his head. But yeah, it is what it is. Bobby's single release party, we gonna call it. Trina showed up. Tip Drill was there dressed like a dang on Las Vegas showgirl. And for some reason, the gossip chick from Trick Show was there. And I'm like, okay. Okay. Bobby dressed like a goddamn lightsaber. I don't know what was wrong with that jacket he had on, but you know, it is what it is. When he did this song, or I don't know if it's because I heard more of it. I don't know what the issue was. I didn't like it. I didn't. I don't know if I didn't like his performance. I didn't like it. It was what it was. So Trick co-host then says to Trina, well, I'm surprised you're here considering what he said in my interview, on my podcast. Then Tip has to explain what he said about how, Trina wasn't supportive, blah, 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 blah. Which then pissed Trina off because she like, why is he even doing interviews and talking about me? Like, that doesn't make any sense. If he's doing interviews, he should be talking about himself, his work, and, him. It shouldn't have anything to do with me. I completely agree. You don't want somebody building a fame off your name. You know what I'm saying? Even though I do that myself because I'm up here talking about TV shows. But I digress. Don't worry about that. Please support me. But yeah, Trina then goes and she basically confronts him saying like, and what did you say in that interview? And I can't believe you doing interviews about me. And I don't like that. I don't like when people do that. And he's like, I basically spoke my mind. I kept it real and it was what it was. And she's like, yeah, but why do you have to speak on me just to be relevant? And, they have a whole screaming match back and forth. And he says how, she can't, how they can't coexist because she wants to be the only star. She doesn't want to handle that he's a star too. And she was like, you ain't no star. I sold over 8 million records. You wish you could do it. I'm like, oh, Lord. Now here she go. On one hand, Trina had an absolute 100% point to say you aren't a star yet. No one knows who you are. I've sold 8 million records. I am who I am. You still basically a nobody. And I feel like that's the reason why she don't fuck with him, because I think she think he wants to build his success off her success. And she wants him to kind of grind on his own, make your own name for yourself. Like, don't use me to be more popular, use yourself basically. And it's not a bad thing per se. I mean, but I get her saying like, don't talk about me not supporting you to make yourself be relevant in, the news or whatever. And I'm like, well, I don't care about either one of y'all, honestly, just to be honest. And, she just kind of leaves and they was kind of yelling back and forth. And, she said how, he showed me how, he doesn't know how to act. And that's why I can't fuck with him, because when he out somewhere, it's always some kind of issue. And I kind of completely agree. We then see Jeffrey show up to kind of support Bobby. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Even though we saw earlier in the episode how Tip Drill went and talked to him saying like, hey, I think you and Bobby ended it too soon. I think you and Malik got started too soon. Maybe you should come and show Bobby some support. And so he did end up coming. And they have like a little short conversation where, Bobby saying like, you don't know how much I love you. You don't know how much I just care for you, how much I miss you. And Jeffrey is saying like, look, a lot of stuff happened. It was what it was. Let's just see where it goes and take it step by step. And let's not even think about what we could be, should be, or would be. Let's just, play it by ear. I'm like, if you got a whole boyfriend named Malik at the crib, what is you doing? But at the same time, are we surprised because he got with Malik while he was with Jeffrey? I mean, he got with Malik while he was with Bobby. So I'm completely not surprised. He then go home to see how Malik moved into a new spot. Clearly, that's a hotel. But you know what? I take that back, because I don't know if apartments in Miami are literally made like hotels. It looked like a hotel to me, for one. Even the layout of the house when he went in there, it looked like a hotel room to me. But I'm like, he talking about he got put out. He had one suitcase. You got that much stuff? Okay, if you say so. So he get in the house and Malik is in full-fledged angry girlfriend. I'm pissed off that my man did some dumb move. I don't know how anybody can say that they had no idea that Malik was gay. Because Lord Jesus Christ, when he was angry, he is full queen, okay? He was giving me all kind of sass, all up and through. And I'm like, ain't no way he ever got mad at someone and no one didn't think, I wonder if he gay. It's impossible. He was just giving me, he's a bottom, okay? He is a bottom. And I was just so confused. Like, you was really, really upset. Like, you really in your feelings about it or whatever. You really upset that Jeffrey went and was hanging out with his ex the same way he did with you. The same way he left Bobby at the house and came and saw you, his ex. How are you upset as if you had no idea he was capable of this? He did it with you, bruh. The fuck, okay? And he's saying how, you know, he was. I wrote Malik as being a full-fledged angry girlfriend. Lord Jesus, I'll crack myself up because I write stuff to make me remember the scene or whatever. I'm so stupid. So they arguing back and forth. You know, Malika's saying how, I risked my whole life for you. I came out in the public for you. You know, I changed my whole lifestyle. I'm like, he act like he, I guess he did open his body up to be taken by another man, and you just have to kind of be open to that kind of stuff to be gay. So, I mean, I guess you did change your whole life. But you been gay, bruh. And I'm like, it was just too much. I feel like Malik was just too angry to even have a conversation with Jeffrey. Jeffrey was kind of still making excuses and saying how, I'm a grown-ass man and can't nobody tell me what I can and will do. And we know because, that's the same thing you did with Bobby. Bobby could not tell you not to be with Malik, and now you with Malik, and you don't want Malik telling you what to do either. You don't want Malik telling you how you can't hang out with Bobby. But I think it's fair for your current boyfriend to tell you not to go hang out with the guy who you left him for. The guy who you left for him. That's what I meant to say. And it was just, messy of them going back and forth. And, I think Jeffrey's issue was Malik was getting so upset, it reminded him of how Bobby got and how it could turn physical. Are you really this mad at me because I went and hung out with an ex? Of course I'm motherfucking mad. And I'm like, y'all two needs to calm the fuck down. And, but Jeffrey got his little suitcase. He, up and left. And I'm like, because he said, you don't deserve me. You deserve that piece of shit that you left me for, whatever. Malik is extra. Malik, he's a bottom. So, and that's how the episode went off. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. As I said, this episode, I thought about it. It was not all that good, honestly. I can't wait till the season finale next week that comes on. We can see how that turns out. We can see a couple other people, what happens with them. But other than that, I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.